Make It Run Again is back with a second episode with Steve Darnell and Merlin Johnson. They found a 1966 Chevy Truck in northern Utah.
You get a little fire?
And traveled back to Vegas, crossing fields, towns, and mountains to complete this mission.
We're going to get a 1966 Chevy four-wheel drive truck that is sick. And we're going to drive it all the way back from Salt Lake City. So hopefully you guys will be following us today.
Results have been phenomenal. We did this in the fall of 2020, and I just cannot tell you the emails and the letters that I've received of, you know what, I've heard people talk about being connected to God, but now I'm doing it, and now I'm experiencing it.
Steve, my phone just refreshed. We're $1,000 on eBay.
Holy crap, we're 1,000?
One day.
Dude, that's not bad, really.
That's right.
Not even a day. Really, if you think about it. It's only been on for this morning. When we left this morning, it was at like $100. We're in St. George, which is 2 hours away.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
check this out. I brought the tailgate.
That's nicer than the truck.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
That's awesome.
So anyway, we got the tailgate. We're in St. George. We're at the Mormon church. I'm gonna officially say at this point right now, we are on a mission. A mission.
Like a Mormon mission, like the kind that gets your bishop involved, or what?
Okay, so look, if we're gonna go on this mission, then we gotta be prepared to go on this mission, you know what I mean?
Like wardrobe. And we decide to go to Desert Industries and actually buy some suits. Nice suit.
You like my suit? Hey, I feel a lot better about being on this mission.
I know, that costs like, what, $4?
I love it, we look good. Let's get this on. So in St. George, Utah, my mom lives there. My aunts live there. I have lots of family live in St. George, Utah. And I don't think my mom has probably seen me in a suit in probably 35 years. So I thought it would be a good idea to stop by and visit my mom. Brothers and sisters, listen to me. I'm talking to you religiously. My Mormon rap will make you see that we're as funky as Donnie and Marie.
Oh my gosh. Who? Lawman? No. Okay, so I was so surprised when they came by like that and to see them in their suits. Actually, I thought they looked very handsome. So of course we took family pictures and talked about our heritage and where they're going to go on this video. It was good to see them, and I'm so glad they came by.
All right, let's go see cousin Dave, see what he's got going. Okay, so on our journey through St. George, my cousin Dave, he lives there in St. George. So does Travis Dieter now. Both them guys were on Vegas Rat Rods with us. Now, Dave was a Mormon missionary, and he actually went on his mission, okay? Now, he always used to call me and Merlin Laman and Lemuel. Now, I guess in the Book of Mormon, Laman and Lemuel were the two bad brothers that caused a lot of chaos. So all through the seasons of Vegas Rat Rods, he called me and Merlin Laman and Lemuel. So we got the name tags and we thought we'd show up and surprise him.
Yeah, exactly. Elder Layman and Lemuel. That is right on. Where did you get those made? Steve and Merlin just showed up out here and they were dressed like Mormon missionaries. It was a pretty nice treat in my day. It was funny to see them, and they brought me this cool little name tag, Elder Barber Dave. So I guess I'm rolling with Layman and Lemuel now, and you know, I wish I could say that it felt wrong, but everybody needs to be saved, right?
$2,000 on eBay right now.
Frick yeah.
Really?
We're killing it.
These don't steer.
So Dave shows up with these bikes. They are little drift trikes. And you know, a lot of the Mormon missionaries, they ride them bikes. So I thought, you know what, we need to get our exercise in and see if we can really handle this. Dave can paint, but he can't drive.
This is Rod's 48.
Is it got a flathead in?
Yeah. Got the original flathead in it. We put new brakes on it. He got those new wheels.
All right, so we've dinked it around way too long in St. George, Utah. It is time to get to Salt Lake City. We have a lot of work to do. Pulling up to Travis's, you know, we're pulling up to his dad's place, and in the back of this place is a bunch of old vehicles. He's got a lot of, you know, a lot of those 60s models trucks back there. And lo and behold, in the middle of it is this nice 66 Chevy four-wheel drive truck. What up, Trav? What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Come on, Travis.
So this is the unit, huh?
Yep, this is the Chevy.
You know, this little pickup is in really good shape. I mean, this truck is rust-free. You pop the hood open on this thing, and it looks like a fresh little 283 in there. Okay, Merlin, you know our truck's at $4,500 right now?
I don't care, I'm freezing. My nose is purple.
It's cold out here. Look at
4,500.
Look at this little small block Chevy! Look how cute it is.
So what's all this chrome covering up? There's no spark plug wires, the distributor's loose, the air filter's gone, it's covered in dirt and leaves, and it looks like hell. But even worse, the engine is spray painted and it's covered in, like, I want to call it cheap auto parts chrome. And that just scares the hell out of me.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Does it run? It ran when I parked
Yeah,
it.
it ran
Where's
when
the
I
spark
parked
plug
it.
wires? They were there when I parked
It
it.
ran when I parked it. When was that? 1984?
Looks like you got some good projects out here.
Well, I
So-
guess then you won't mind us stealing a little bit off of some projects
Yeah, you got
around
anything
it.
out
What do
here
you
with a
got? We
small
can
block?
rob some stuff.
The boat's got a small block in it.
So I asked Travis if he had some spark plug wires, and he said they were on the truck when he parked it there. Obviously, they've been stolen. So I asked him if I can steal some spark plug wires off something else in the yard, and he says you can take anything you want off that boat. We could stop a penguin and go fishing.
Hook it up to
Dude,
it.
there's some fishing strings.
Oh shit, do we got any fishing poles in there?
There's some sinkers.
We might need these.
Here, we're probably gonna need this.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Get
sure
the
we're
hook.
gonna need this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need that.
I know we're gonna need these.
Oh, you got some spark plug wires?
Dude, that's the nicest thing on this boat. It was all covered up back there. It's a dandy.
You need fishing poles in there?
Nah, I couldn't find any fishing poles. Did you smell the tank?
I didn't. Hey, here's my dad. He went in the other day and he had to get a new fob for his late model Chevy truck, right? And he lost the key and they're like, yes, Chuck, that'll be $247.
Your dad blew a gasket.
Right in the middle of freaking Chevrolet. Are you kidding me? I can make a key for $1.75. You mean to tell me this key fob is $240? It's so old school.
Now I know where you get it from. Yeah, it don't stink like
Here.
rotten anyway.
You better
What?
take another one.
Oh, I'm not. We're good. I'll take any more. I won't be fit to drive.
I don't know.
Did you look inside the truck? What's inside the truck?
Well, we got an
Wow.
amplifier.
We got woofers.
We got some beats in the back. Ooh.
We're gonna have to fix that. We need that to pump the tire up. Steve and I are sitting inside this truck. I open the glove box up. I'm going through papers. I'm pulling out registrations. Mostly it just looked like trash. But then I come across this little book. And the little book is marked 1966 Chevy. 66 Chevy, 3/4 ton.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's read that.
24,500 miles. New engine, new brakes, overhaul with cylinder, master cylinder, change the oil in all the cases.
Nice.
And here's a list of all of the maintenance that has basically taken place on this truck over the last few major things. One of them is an engine. It's had a brand new engine with less than 10,000 miles. I know this thing will make it back to Vegas if we can get it started. Plug wires. Somebody got the new plug wires. Cap and rotor. Oh, dude, points. It's got brand new points in it.
Dude, I love points. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it there.
You're not gonna love points by the time we get home. There's a couple of loose things in there.
What is this?
Oh my God! I'm gonna stick to my I love
These are
masks.
these are the new masks that you can get at WelderUp now. So if you guys are looking for one, we'll go over to Travis's.
Plug it in. Let's air tire up.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Both?
Yep.
We got tail lights?
Parking light.
Yeah, baby. There we go.
You got air?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. See if it'll crank.
There you go.
The distributor's loose on it for some reason.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ho-ho. You get a little fire?
We got fire!
It's always good to have a couple of good backfires. Ooh,
Oh,
she's trying.
it's not happy.
You know, we don't know how long this truck's been sitting with no air cleaner on it. You know, it's been sitting there for a while. So when we fire this thing up, man, I'm telling you, it just rolls smoke right out the tailpipes on this little small block Chevy. By the time we got to DT Auto Brokers, it had cleared up all the smoke, and this thing was running as clean as it could be.
You are so crooked over here.
All right, so this little Chevy truck really came from DT Auto Brokers. And so what we decided to do was actually take it to their shop to do the upgrades on it, clean it up, get some wheels and tires on it, make it drivable so we can make our long journey back. So getting to Travis's, basically we have one day to make this thing look cool. And we're gonna make some serious changes to it because as the bids go, it'll go up as we make the truck cooler. This is crap, for real. Like if you gotta put locks on your wheels, move from your neighborhood. So of course on these Make It Run episodes, me and Merlin show up with nothing. We got a crescent wrench in our pocket and a screwdriver. That's it. So once we get to Travis's, I said, hey Travis, do you have a guy that can do some buffing? I would like to clean this truck up and make it shine. Maybe we'll hit these, maybe do a little kind of some rubs here and there. Okay. And then if we can, I'd like to buff it out. Okay. You know, because I want it to pop that orange. This orange is so cool on this truck,
So one of the biggest things I found with this truck is there's oil all over the wheels. Both wheels on the rear have oil on them. And it looks like the axle shafts are not seated against the hub and oil is coming out. And we can't have that. We'll run the rear end will run out of oil before we get back to Vegas. So we have to take this apart and figure out what's wrong.
You got old problems that somebody else left. That's what's going on here. It's kind of like when you take a poop and you leave it in the toilet and you don't flush it. It's kind of what happened here. Like that guy knew that when he left, it was wrong, but he left it anyway for you to look at and piss you off. That is a poop left in the toilet.
Steve.
Yo.
We don't need a drill bit.
Are you sure?
You know what it is?
What?
They've put the wrong size studs in this whole thing.
Or did we?
Do we have Milwaukee drill? So I get the thing all blown apart. We're gonna probably have to put helicoils in. We're not sure what's wrong. I get a tap and I decide to tap the holes one size larger. Well, when I put the tap in, it turns out the holes were already that size. Someone had put too small of bolt in the axle shaft and they weren't tightening up. So they were just siliconed on. That would have been catastrophic failure if we wouldn't have repaired it. The simple fix was we just tapped the holes out, put new bolts in the correct size, tightened it up, and we were good to go. These holes are 1/2 inch, and they put a 7/16 stud and bolt in it, and it pulled out. So they have glue in there, like they glued them in.
So my vision for this truck is I want to wet sand it and buff it out. A lot of times these old trucks, once you wet sand them and buff them, they just pop and they look really good, especially with this orange. And the cool thing about this orange is there's black underneath the orange. It's gonna look awesome. Adding to the age of the truck right now. You'll see when it's all done, it'll have some nice age to it. Looks like somebody tried to overpaint this at one time, so we're trying to clean it back up, make it look good. Does it look nice? Check my hands out. You see that? Have you ever seen an Oompa Loompa? This is what happens when you make out with an Oompa Loompa woman. You get your hands in her hair. That's what it looks like. Anyway, we got all our stickers. We're gonna sticker all our sponsors on this truck. And we're getting ready. You'll see in a little bit. Hey guys, check this out. I don't know if you guys have been through this warehouse yet, but let me tell you something. DT Auto has got some of the coolest cars you've ever seen. Come here and check this out. Got a short box Chevy Truck in here. And if you're a Vanilla Ice fan, Ice baby, 5.0 Mustang, GTO back there, 57 Chevy Bel Air hardtop. This Camaro is like super sick. LSA supercharged. This is a badass car. You know me, I'm a huge Tri-5 Chevy guy. 57 Chevy, how can you go wrong? This red one's really bitchin', but really my favorite one in here is this white one with a black top. This is a beautiful car. I love this thing. This is a nice car.
Hey, don't be putting your fingers all over the car.
And then you got the bossy one that comes in.
We're excited to have Steve here today at DT Auto Brokers. After the last episode 1 where we picked him up, took him up to Reno, we spent a lot of time together. We've sold some of his cars in the past for him, and it gives us an opportunity to work with him. And he had a specific type of car that he was looking for. We were able to find it, and I think it's going to work out. It's a phenomenal car. They're hard to find, and I think we could have taken it and sold it somewhere else for a lot of money, but it's gonna make somebody a real nice find.
Joe, obviously you can see, owns a lot of cars. How you doing?
Are you doing a video?
Yeah, we're doing a video. Do you want to get in on some of this?
Sure. What can I do?
Well, I've been in there working on stuff in your shop forever, so.
Good.
Thanks for letting me use your warehouse. So our 66 Chevy truck that we're getting ready to drive back actually was located by Joe's son Travis, which we met earlier. And so what we've done is we've decided to put together a little partnership where they're gonna find us some of these vehicles that are all over the place in different locations. And then Joe's just gonna send us out there to get them, and we'll drive them back and we'll put them on eBay. Or if we find cars that are super cheap, we're just gonna give them away.
Yeah.
Okay, now that this truck's buffed down, it's looking really good. It's popping. We got the tailgate on it. We are ready to put the wheels and tires on this thing, which is gonna change everything.
We just added $500 in value.
You know, I've been on my feet since 8 o'clock that morning, standing around on that floor, wet sanding and buffing and wet sanding and cleaning things and scraping the windows and cleaning out the inside and making the truck look good. I'm completely exhausted at this point.
Boots.
What is this? Is this gonna come off the floor? Or is Travis gonna be like,
Are you kidding? These guys are gonna laugh about this for a month.
well, if you shake them up, put the lid on it, shake it up, then they go
Oh, that's good stuff.
Actually kind of feels good laying here. It's been a long day.
Now you gotta get a card with a number on it.
It's been a long day.
And you're fishing down with your phone.
Look like Jesus Christ.
Okay, so windshield wipers work. Truck's buffed out. Wheels, tires.
Oil
Four-wheel
check,
drive
coolant
works.
check, heater check.
Four-wheel drive works. Windows roll up because it's gonna be cold tomorrow.
Oh,
So,
be a long ways to Panguitch in the snow.
what are we missing? Are we ready to go?
About 8 hours of sleep and dinner.
Let's go do it. Because I am tired. I can tell you that. So before we start this journey, what we thought we would do is, you know, hey, look, it's got a gun rack in the back window, right? We got Bernie riding shotgun. And so I thought, you know what? Let's stop over at the Shields and pick up a couple of BB guns and some fishing poles.
Right here.
Oh yeah, get us a perfect.
Fishing pole.
Oh yeah.
Cheapo kiddie pole. Oh yeah, right there.
Right here.
$9.
You need a hook? How much is Barbie?
Cars.
Barbie's $20.
Cars is $12.
We got fishing poles. We got bait. We got BB guns. And we got a 66 Chevy Truck 4-wheel drive. Can't stop us now. Hell no.
Our Falcon tires are the only thing that's gonna get us home. It's the only thing I got faith in at this point.
If you were a little kid and you didn't own a BB gun, you didn't live your life.
You
Seriously.
got up Christmas morning and you had this thing.
Yeah,
All you wanted to do was go shoot every Coke bottle,
everything.
can, and anything that moved.
And
the
then,
cat, the dog.
just out of curiosity, you'd always wonder if it would break the window on the side of your dad's truck. So you just shot at it anyway.
Yeah. I see 3 BB holes in the windshield of this truck.
I know. All right. Yeah. So we got our fishing poles and our BB guns, and now it's southern Utah. Okay, so we're going on this journey that my grandparents used to take me on when I was a little kid. So we're taking the back roads all the way back to Vegas. And on our way through there, we stopped in Richfield, Utah, and we picked up some raccoon hats. Hey,
What?
look what I got.
Oh, you found them.
I mean, dude, if we're going to Butch Cassidy's house, we need to wear these. So on our way back, I thought it would be great to stop by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid's cabin. So this is really just Butch Cassidy's cabin when he was a little kid. Now, Butch Cassidy actually was a bank robber and a train robber. And he lived literally within 30 miles of where my grandpa grew up. So he grew up with this story of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Look at that old porcelain stove right in the middle of the cabin.
Oh, wow.
That's badass.
What a little tiny cabin.
Yeah, well, here we are. Merlin, got his, look at that. We got his tail. We got our raccoon hats on.
Wearing an animal on my head.
We're in the mountains, getting ready to head up into some snowy country. The old Chevy's just sitting here idling, purring like a kitten. Running good. Oh, yeah. So one of the things that you have to do on this trip is Red Canyon is probably one of the most beautiful canyons that there is. And in this process, it's all this beautiful red rock, and there's these really cool tunnels that you can drive through. And with this orange truck and the way that the sun is setting right now, this is a gorgeous shot. So we wake up the next morning, it's 14 degrees outside, we're in Panguitch, Utah. This is a cool little town, it's got some really neat old buildings. The cool thing about this town that sets it aside from any other town that I've been in is that my great-great-grandfather basically pioneered this town.
We could probably have breakfast at the grocery store.
We probably could.
Dang.
It's a steakhouse now.
It says they serve breakfast and ribs and steak.
So cruising down the old main street there in Panguitch, Utah, I just started looking around and I started discovering things that I didn't really know. I knew that my great-great-grandfather owned the big 2-story building where the grocery store used to be. Back then it was like a merchant, you know, these guys would bring food and stuff in and they would, you know, basically sell it to the town. So you gotta think, when my great-great-grandpa built this, he was probably in his 40s. Roughly.
This building's from the late 1800s.
Yeah. They moved in here in probably the 1850. It was really cool to see the craftsmanship in the buildings that are still there and the brick and how they were put together and how they've lasted for this long. I mean, you got to think, these buildings are 150 years old.
Dude, there's the Rexall.
That's it, dude.
They moved it. They moved that sign.
Damn, dude, they did. I thought they did too. I didn't think that was there, but that looks exactly like my grandpa's truck.
Probably is.
No, I'm serious. Like
it
wheels,
probably is.
Snug top, everything. You know what? I wonder if it is. Driving around the old town, I pulled up to my great-grandpa Hatch's house, and it was really cool to actually see this old house. And it's funny because when you're a little kid, you think it's so huge, and it was actually a really big house back in probably the 30s and 40s. You know, it was a pretty nice built house. And I remember it being so big, and the porch seemed to be so much bigger. But as you get older, you go and look at it and you're like, God, it really wasn't that big of a house. But the cool thing is one of my cousins is still living in the house, David, and he met us out on the street and let us just walk through the house, take a tour, and just reminisce. Look at that.
Yeah, it's an old Bible.
Oh, that thing's got to be,
Steve, the
really.
letters are big enough you could read that one.
I don't know, I still need glasses. The irrigation ditch used to come down right here, and then back then the roads were kind of dirt right here, but the gutters were really deep, and I remember just coming out here and playing in this water and floating like a boat or something down the water. So they irrigated all that land around there, and I used to swim in those irrigation ditches when I was a kid right there in front of the house. And I remember my great-grandpa Hatch always had those sugar lemon drops in a bowl, and I'd just be tweaked down on that frickin' candy all day long and playing in the irrigation ditch. And then next door was his gas station, and this gas station to me was really just cool. I remember thinking how neat that gas station was, because walking in it, you could just smell the oils, you could smell the Marvel Mystery Oil, you could smell the gas. But I remember going in there and you could just smell the oil from the like Marvel Mystery Oil and like gasoline, like the old gas.
90 weight gear oil back then.
Yeah, 90 weight gear oil dripping everywhere. And back then they had a single cylinder lift. I remember walking in there and smelling all that stuff and watching these guys work on these old cars, you know, probably back in the mid 70s, you know, to the late 70s. We had that gas station back then, and you know, it was just cool to be a part of it and be able to walk in there and really look at it. Every old town has kind of the same story.
Yeah.
This is just my story.
Yeah.
on the way out of town, there were some guys watching us on TikTok and on our Instagram, and this kid pulled us over and was like, man, I'd really like to get a picture with you guys. So we thought, you know what? Let's get a picture with this guy, make his day, and get back on the road.
We better lock the hubs up here. Oh, it's awesome.
All right, Marlon.
Let's get these hubs locked.
They just pop off, don't they?
Yeah.
You know what? I should have practiced this, but there we go. We're locked in.
I'm ready. This will be the only part of our pickup we have. If you put that in your pocket when we get out on the broken ice.
We might need that. I'll put mine there. It won't fit in my pocket.
I know one thing, you'll hear the ice cracking. Do you know how to catch a polar bear?
No.
You build a house with a sheet on the ice, and you drill a hole in the ice, and you sprinkle peas around the hole. And when the polar bear comes in the sheet house to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
No. I couldn't spend 2 hours sitting here in a tent on the ice with you.
Trying to catch a fish out of a little hole in the ice. What do we do?
So anyway, we thought it was a good idea. Anyway, the ice looks way, I can see the lake, so I don't want to drive on here too far.
Yeah, it's
So
probably
let's-
only about
let's-
6 inches deep.
Let's drive down a little bit, turn around, and see if we can get back out of here.
Let's go find somewhere warmer than this high-ass mountain.
You know what? Heck with it. Let's get out of here before we get snowed on, and we're never going to get out of here. Yeah, baby! Woo! Vegas, baby! Vegas, baby! In the old 66. Headlights working. Tackle working. Got some beats, but they don't work. It's such a great feeling to pull into Vegas at night and see the lights. And I looked down, the bid's at $12,500. The truck's doing fairly decent on eBay. And I thought, you know what? Let's take this baby down the strip and head to the Circus. What's up, guys? We made it to Vegas. It was a long road. It was really cold about 4 hours ago compared to now.
Feels good right now.
Feels a lot better to be down here in Vegas.
So awesome.
Hey, listen, guys, this truck is at $12,500 right now, and we still have another 22 hours left to bid on this truck. So, you know, it's been a great journey. It's been so awesome to have our sponsors involved to make this happen with us. It really helps increase the value of the truck as we go. You know, the wheels and tires and all the little things that we can put on it from our sponsors, it helps the value of the truck. You're actually getting a better deal when you get the truck. Hey, the truck drove beautiful. We took it up to Utah, we took it in the snow, we took it out on a lake on the ice. It was a blast. The truck drove really good the whole way. Listen, I would love to own this truck myself, but I can't keep them all. You know me, I already got a ton of vehicles, so it's just time to get rid of some of these things. Anyway, this one's gonna go to somebody that is gonna love this truck. So anyway, we'll see you later. We still got 20 22 hours left on it. So make sure that you guys bid on this thing. And if you're not, you should be. And see us on the next Make It Run. And we'll see you later.
Stay tuned for that next Make It Run because a cool truck is coming.
That's right. Hey, I want to give a special thanks to all of our sponsors for Make It Run, because without you guys, we couldn't make it run. And if you got something in your backyard or out in your field or on your ranch or in your garage that you want to see Make It Run again, get a hold of us, email us, send us a message, and we'll be there to make it run again. Brady.
Hey.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Good. Are you excited about this Chevy truck? Look at this thing.
That is so sweet.
Isn't that thing cool?
That's the best.
What are you doing in there, working on a John Deere?
Yeah, I got John Deere combines in the shop right now and tractor and.
Oh, nice, man. You guys got some nice equipment in there too.
Yeah, it's not new, but yeah, it's good.
Where are you guys at in Canada? Where are you at?
Swift Current. Yeah, south of Swift Current, Saskatchewan.
Oh, yeah.
Straight north of Montana.
We drove it about, I don't know, 450, 500 miles probably.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice little 283 in it. Four-wheel drive works in it. You'll be glad to see that it don't have any rust in it because you're from Canada and your guys are rust.
Yeah, everything rust. Yeah.
So no, it's
the brand new Chevys, they rust.
It's a clean truck, man. It really is, and it was actually a pleasure to drive.
Okay.
All right, cool, buddy. Well, good talking to you.
You too, Steve.
Congratulations, brother.
Thanks, man.
Okay, buddy. See you, man.
Yeah, see you.